Ready?
Hello, Duck.
Okay, guys. Well, listen, guys. I'm sitting here with Kat and Robyn from the Red Ravens, and we've got a great gig coming up on the 16th of March at the Star Court Theatre called Hail the Red Ravens. Guys, how you going today?
Very good.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Tell us a bit about the Red Ravens. What it is. Who wants to start?
It's a really low key pick up the people that fall through the gaps. Help. So we're Red Ravens, Friends of Disability and Community. It was born out of disability first and foremost, but we tend to do more community stuff now. And all we do is we don't have a Facebook page. We like to keep it low key because there's only 2 of us. And we might be sitting at our office, which is the Mecca Cafe on Magellan Street, and people will come and talk to us. We're right opposite our disability service where our sons attend. If anyone with disabilities has got a problem,
they usually come to us.
They'll come to us, and sometimes we can help, or sometimes we'll direct them to
where
the service. The person will set it up so that they're safe, so that they're happy, or so that whatever their issue is gets addressed.
Right.
But
what are some of those issues, without talking about specifics about it? What sort of issues?
So a lot of it's very personal. We've had people young, well, I call them young ones, they're adults. They have freedoms like everyone else, but sometimes they don't understand what those freedoms can entail, the dangers of. For example, somebody got onto a dating site and believed that that would make them some new friends, not understanding that the person that was coming to meet them would want more than friendship, obviously. And so we hijacked her out of that meeting and told the person to leave and not to bother her again. Potentially scary. Sometimes they have issues at home and they don't know who to talk to, and because we're mummies of the other guys, it's like we're their second mum. And so...
But they can also speak freely to us, more so than their own parents.
I get you.
Or to an authority figure or something like that.
We fully appreciate
and there's
that.
No judgment.
I've been in that situation myself. You can trust someone more than you can trust
That's exactly right.
Yes.
And so, and also you've done court support for people.
Oh yeah. So we know that court for the person going to court can be really harrowing and nerve-wracking, and if you're going alone, it's not fun. We go, we'll buy them a coffee, we'll chat, we'll keep them to task on how they should behave in court, so if it's emotional they don't blow their stack. And also we keep it light-hearted and we joke and make them relax and be comfortable. And we've got no judgment. We also help people who are unwell. We've got 2 people that we're looking after at the moment who have cancer, one of which became homeless while he was getting treatment. So
that's a horrendous situation for anyone.
It was.
Anyone to face at any time, but when you're sick and you're in hospital,
absolutely,
to become homeless while you're there is not a pleasant experience.
No family, just, so we become their friends and their family, and we actually make great friends through it. But that was stressful for us because it's hard to find accommodation.
And so that's right. It's not easy after the flood.
Took us 3 months, but it was a miracle. The very day that person left treatment,
finished treatment, was the day he was accepted for it,
and we cried that day. We were so happy.
And then you also then help out with getting that flat ready.
Yes,
making sure they've got everything they need.
We've done other things like people that may need to get their bond back and they haven't lived well in their home, so we'll go and scrub their house and make sure they get their bond back. It's hard work sometimes.
Of course it is.
Yes.
Of course it is.
And we've taken people to
doctor's appointments. To specialist appointments.
We've been family at sitting outside waiting while they have surgery, all that sort of stuff. And it's not, we're low-key because we're only 2 people. It seems to be that the universe provides the person for us when we have the time and space. And that's how it works. So
you've both got your own families and things to deal with and that, don't you?
Yes, we do.
That keeps you busy as well.
It certainly does.
So now you're a bit surprised by this gig being organised?
I actually cried. I don't cry.
We were overwhelmed.
I was
we
very
really were.
emotional.
That someone thought that of us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because we're low key, we
Yeah.
don't expect. Often we don't get thanked for what we do, and we don't
Yeah.
expect it. It's not about that.
It's about helping. That's
And
how.
it's about making our community a better place.
Right.
Like sometimes it's just a matter of connecting people. Like one lady is a go-getter in this town to make things happen in this town, young woman.
Yeah.
She put a call out for somebody to help her write a grant. So I've gone, I know a magician, so I connected them. It's about connecting people and
Yeah.
making things flow in town. If we can do it, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a great lineup of acts. We've got the Atomic Monkey Chunks, great local act. Ahiru,
Yes.
is it Odysseus?
Odysseus Reborn.
Odysseus Reborn.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Cafe Enema, who
Yeah.
is one of my
Awesome.
favourite
Yeah,
local
yeah.
acts. They're
We
one of
love
my
those
favourite
guys.
local acts.
Yeah.
And of course, Death by Carrot.
Yeah.
The Carrots.
I love those guys.
Those guys are the bomb.
They
are an amazing
they
bunch of
are
people.
Amazing artists, but they're amazing
They are beautiful
human beings.
people.
We all
Yeah.
know them. I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
these guys really
We
well.
love
My
them.
mate Brian Henderson Ward in Melbourne.
Yeah.
He'll be listening into this later on. He's looked after them in Melbourne. He met those guys in Melbourne.
Yeah.
He recommended them to me.
Yeah.
And then you guys had already met them when I come back and tell you about
Yeah.
them. And I got to meet the guys, and then I got to hang out with them in Melbourne at Brian's place for a couple of
Aren't
weeks.
they
They're the most
beautiful?
beautiful
They're
people,
lovely.
Yeah.
the most generous of spirit, and they're not just fine musicians, but they've just got fine attitudes.
Yeah.
Just great community attitudes. They believe in community. That's what their
Yes.
music's about. It's music about community.
Yeah.
And
know.
we love that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
riffs, they say. It's all
Yeah.
about the riffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no, I know that they're well behind this and are supporting this and got right behind it from the moment it was put forward. I think they were well involved in the idea. And of course, it'll be held at the Star Court Theatre
We love that place.
with
It's a
S.J.
beautiful
Locks and
venue.
Sarah Jane.
Love Sarah.
Lovely lady. Is trying to create a new venue there for a new music venue and
We
great
need
cinema.
We need a new
We
music
need it.
venue.
We do. We're bad,
Yes.
surely in need of it. The town's
Yeah.
lacking. This town used to be in its heyday, had live music was a big feature of this town.
Absolutely.
And slowly,
Well, that's
slowly
something-
evaporating.
That's
Yeah.
something, that's how the other part of community, because our boys were in music and we had to create gigs for them, it's taken on a whole life of its own. And
Yeah.
now one of the community things we do is support live music because it's our passion, and anything we can do to help, and that can be poster runs, be on the door, we'll sell your merch. We
Yeah.
don't charge any money, we just
Yep.
do it because we love it, and we understand that musicians often don't get paid what they're due for the hard work that they put in.
Yeah.
And we really want to get it out there that your $10 at the door might be a chunk, 2 beers out of your drinking money, but
But
to
it might
them,
be the only meal that they've had for the day.
Thank you.
Do you know what I
You know,
mean?
no, fantastic.
it might be their petrol money to
That's
the
exactly
next gig.
right.
That's right. Look,
Yeah.
people don't realise the cost of music. To put on a show and come to a
Yeah.
gig,
And the
there's
work that
rehearsals,
they
there's
do.
strings,
Yeah.
there's drumsticks, there's fuel,
Yeah.
there's getting to the gig, a
Accommodation.
rehearsal, there's accommodation,
That's exactly
there's everything.
right.
And so no one gets past the door past you two.
No.
You
Definitely
pay your
not.
money or your name's on
We're
the door.
not called the door bitches for nothing.
That's right. And you've not just been door bitches, you've been door witches.
We
and that
have.
changes from time to time.
And we've
depending
been-
on the gig.
wenches.
Door wenches,
Yeah.
depending on the
We've
gig.
been
It does.
mermaids, we've been, if
We've
it-
been cowboys, we've been
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
we'll
fantastic.
we'll dress to suit the occasion.
Yeah.
All right. So now, what do you see as the future? It's just continuing on with what you're doing with Red Ravens?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that we've got a constant flow of people coming to us, so there's a need. As long as there's a need, we'll be there.
Yeah.
We don't really want to get too much bigger. We haven't done a ball for a while, but when we do, it's going to be a humdinger.
Yeah.
And the money that we raise from the ball, because we don't make any money,
No.
often costs us money to
Yeah.
do what we do. We pay the petrol.
But we pay the bands.
We make sure the
Yeah.
bands are paid. We make sure the acts
Yeah.
are paid, and
The sound guys are paid,
yeah,
all that
we
sort of
do
stuff.
the decorations.
Yeah.
We do pay for the armbands. We'll
Yeah.
run people's places.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. If we've got the money, we'll spend it.
Yeah.
But when we do make money on an event, it will go to a cause. Our next ball is all about music.
Right.
Yep.
There's a band called the Brotherhood of the Blues, who's a disability
Playing Blues
band.
Fest again.
They
this
are.
their second
Playing
time in
Blues Fest.
3 years.
Yeah.
And Zach Payden, who's in Brotherhood of the Blues, is in another band called Lunar Lupine, who will be playing at this event because we want our guys to be represented.
Yeah, so in between the main acts I talked about, there's a few disability acts. It's the focus of the filler acts while they change the big bands over on stage.
Yes. So we've got Lunar Lupine, which is Zach Payden, and I'm not sure if this is a fairly new one. Could be their first gig or maybe second, third gig. Zach Payden's in Brotherhood of the Blues, so he's done an album, and they've just, I think they've almost completed their second album, and this is his offshoot band.
Fantastic.
So his passion. We've got Mark Dean, who's going on the vocals. That's Robyn's son.
Yes.
With Darren Bridge.
Also a fine drummer.
Yes, he's a very good
drummer.
drummer.
Darren, Sideshow.
And Darren,
Yes, Sideshow.
Everyone in town knows Sideshow, and he's been a great supporter of music in this town.
He has. And
from
now
PAs to gigs
he's working,
and Maz Stock, and he's working in the disability sector.
Yes.
So this is a fantastic opportunity. So let's go through it. It's Saturday the 16th of March at the Star Court Theatre, kicking off at...
Good question.
Around about 4 o'clock onwards, the doors will open, and
I'll be there early.
You'll be there early, of course.
Early.
I think we'll all be there early on the day. I want to bring back something in what you guys do, and it's not just in the disability sector. It'll be coming up to almost 2 years when I personally had to testify at the Royal Commission into the institutional response to historic child sex abuse. And you guys came with me to Brisbane in that event, and I can testify to anyone here, guys, of the work that you guys do. Now, we've been friends, as well, and it wasn't that you were coming as just Red Ravens, you became as my friends, and supported me through that process, which was a harrowing process. It is. The Royal Commission people made it very easy and looked after us all well, but the support you guys gave to me at that time is not forgotten, and it's part of the reason why, when this was brought up to me about this event, well, we were all straight in. And it just goes to show the people that jumped on board. And I look at the people here who jumped on board. You've had an involvement with all of them in some way over the time. And we left out one band, HDM. HDM have been added to the bill. I've got to tell them yet, they don't know. But they did ask, and I said, look, that'd be great to have them there.
We love those guys.
They're great. So we hope that we'll have them involved in the bill. So it's a great night lineup. What's the cost? Do you know what the cost was on the door?
We don't know.
No, well, we'll get back to that, guys. I'll fill that in the details in the post, and you can just read that along. And there is a Facebook event page going. And it's called Hail the Red Ravens.
Yes, it is.
That's it. Hail the Red Ravens. So we really appreciate your time and what your commitment is to community, guys. I want to thank you personally for what you've done for me over the last couple of years. And what you continue to do for your community. So people can find you at outside the Mecca.
That's our office.
That's our office. And if we're not there, we're not far away.
You're not far. You can leave a message there with Kelly or Todd, and someone
she'll say they'll be back.
They'll be back. And look, as I said, we do appreciate what you do. We look forward to this amazing gig in March. And it's exciting.
I'm really excited.
The
fact that it's in Heron is a bit overwhelming.
Very humbling, I guess.
We don't do this for the pats on the back. We just like to sneak in the back door, but this has sort of put us
It
front
sort of
and
slapped
centre.
us, didn't it?
Well, it's when you sneak in the back door often enough, you're noticed by someone. And it's without doubt, and I can tell you that you're well respected in the community, and people really appreciate it, especially the bands. I know how many bands have appreciated you guys being on the door. They know they're going to get their money at the end of the night. It's going straight to there, not a cent's going except to where it's got to go, be it the merchandise, be it the door tape.
That's right.
So we do appreciate you guys. We look forward to this great gig, and let's go on for the future.
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
So guys, I've been talking to Robyn, Dean and Reid, part of the Red Ravens, and tune in for more information, guys, and hope you've enjoyed this little broadcast. So don't forget, 16th of March at the Star Court Theatre, right in the centre of town. You'll find the entry on Molesworth Street, and from about 4 o'clock, doors should be open, kicking off around about 5 o'clock. And there's upwards of 8 acts on the night, guys, so get on down. Yours truly, I'll be the MC for the night, so we're looking forward to a really great night, guys. So come on down, join us on the 16th of March at the Star Court Theatre. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Doug.
Cheers.
Thank you.